sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping. Sipping, I'm 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 sipping. Sipping, I'm 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 sipping.
This is Sippin' with Sammie. I am Mr. Fly Shit Only, the one and only Sippin' with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammie, you ain't sippin' right. Please get your fucking life together.
Damn, Sammie, you done fucked up.
Thanks, Sammie.
Yep! What's up with y'all? Happy Thursday, happy hour, all that flyness. Hopefully everything is good with y'all. Everything is good with me. And we here, man. I'm blessed to be here, and I got my guy in the situation. Introduce yourself to my people, please.
What's up? What's up? What's going on? My name is Kassid. I'm back for the second time. I'm here to enjoy a good conversation right now.
Yeah, that's what we gonna do. When he says the second time, he did a live stream with us, popped up on us, and had a great conversation, multiple great conversations, gave good input, energy was high, and he didn't even know what he's walking into.
None.
It was trial by fire.
I think I watched the first episode on my way here.
Right.
Well, one of the first episodes I've seen at the time.
When
my
you was
way
on your
here.
way here.
Yeah.
And you know what's going on, but you came through and you show love, and I appreciate you for that, man. No, we had a good time with you, and that was even said when you left the room. You know what I mean? Just for FYI.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
FYI. But real quick, a little overview of your platforms and what you got going on real quick for the people.
So I'm on every Tuesday. We have a show called Looking Forward. We on Fios, Roku, Apple TV. We go live on YouTube every 2 weeks. So this coming Tuesday, we're going to be live. We got a couple guests in the studio.
Nice.
So we're still waiting on you to come. We got some days available.
Let me know.
Going into the new year, I'm launching. I really need everybody to get in tune with this. Everyday Dads. Everyday Dads. That's the new podcast. When I'm trying to do like a little Shannon Sharp, you know what I mean? I'm on TV during the day, and then, at night I got my own thing that I'm trying to do. But Everyday Dads is for the community. It don't matter if you black, you white, you Mexican, Hispanic, whatever you are as a man, and you're doing your job, or if you don't have kids and you're like an uncle or a big brother, whatever, it's called Everyday Dads. I'm filming in December this month from the 10th through the 23rd. So if you want to be a guest on, you can go to my Instagrams, Facebook, Kassid Bland, Instagram, KB 12th Street, and Kassid 5. So I have two Instagrams, KB 12th Street, Kassid 5. You want to go, you can DM me there, or you can contact me through email. No, I ain't going to do email. Let's just do Instagram, DM, Facebook, DM me. And if you're looking forward, if you're looking to get on, you can get on Looking Forward too.
right.
You get on there
See
too.
what you did there.
Yeah.
I ain't know you rap.
Yeah, I gotta put it together. But anywho, I'm really trying to do Everyday Dads. That's why I got into the podcast business, because I feel as though as men, we don't get our flowers, and we're not even looking for flowers. We're just trying to help these kids and these young men grow into better men, to be better than we are as men. So
absolutely,
Everyday Dads coming in January. If you want to be on, Kassid Bland on Facebook, KB 12th Street is one Instagram, and the other one is Kassid 5. Come join me, man. I got some good conversations, great conversations that I'm looking forward to
having. Absolutely. Now I'm gonna correct you on one thing, and I'm gonna tell you something else. First of all, you're not trying to do it, you're doing it.
Appreciate
you
that.
Already in motion. You already got your ducks lined up. You know what I mean? You doing what you're doing already.
Appreciate
So I'm gonna correct you on that. 2, I just text you somebody that I think you should subscribe to on YouTube that kind of shares the same kind of energy as you with your platform and what you plan to do. Because once you said the Shay thing and the dad thing, I thought about it and I said, you know what? I know a personality he might not know about. Okay. So we ain't got to talk about it now, but I sent you somebody. Tap into his page and how he runs his plays, and I think you'll agree with a lot of how that's carried and see that what you're doing is
Absolutely.
actually, because he's not doing what you're doing. He has the same energy behind what he does.
Doing cool.
So it'll be like a confirmation of what you know what I mean, what you already trying to do.
And a lot of, real quick on that, even if he is doing the same right, a lot of people say, oh, the podcast and, it's saturated.
Talk about it.
It's a million Wendy's, right? It's a million McDonald's. It's a million fast foods. And not even those, about the little ones in your neighborhood. The J, I don't know, I'm just making...
Crown Fries.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? With all the neighborhood corner stores. Like, you go down North Philly, how bad it is, West Philly, it's a corner store on each corner. Because some people can't go that way, or that store might don't have what you're looking for, so you got to go to the other one. So when people say podcast is saturated, I think that's just lazy because you just don't want to give somebody a chance. But telling you, man, tune in. Everyday Dads is gonna be something that you gonna want to come back and watch another episode, and then you're gonna want to be a guest. I promise you that.
Now, I'm glad you said that, right? Because one is true as hell. Like, I listen to so many platforms, whether it's podcasts or otherwise, or things that's being streamed on YouTube, that's on other entities, right?
Right.
But for all different reasons, for all different energies and entertainment, it becomes like music if you listen to pods as much as I do. Yeah. So where, like, I'm listening based on the vibe I'm on. You know what I mean? I don't really want to hear your shit right now. Or something happened and I need to hear your opinion on it real quick because I like how you break things down and about this.
That's how I watch podcasts.
Specifically. You know what I'm saying?
You watch like sports, right? So I know Shady McCoy is a big Eagles fan, right?
Yep.
So I make sure when I'm in my car, I'm turning on the speak.
That's a
right?
good point.
To watch his reaction. Then, somebody like, I hate the Cowboys, but, when they're getting their butts kicked as usual, I turn on Stephen A. Smith to get his take. So,
you are
like
hilarious.
you said, depending on the mood I'm on or I'm in, I go to that podcast. So,
but you know what's funny about podcasting to me? I feel like, you know how they say, never say what you would never do, or that's the next thing you're gonna do. Something to that.
That's really true.
There's a lot of those, and I'm living it in a lot of ways right now.
That's really true, though.
But at the same time, like, I remember getting into the car with my uncles and all of them, and they used to be listening to sports radio. Or I'd be in the car with my grandma, and she'd be listening to KYW with the ticking in the back the whole time and all of that, and that'd be the whole car ride, and she'd be damned if you touch her radio, right?
Right, yeah.
And I used to be like, I would never do that. Now I'm riding around, I'm sitting in offices, I'm doing all type of stuff, listening to people report about sports or whatever. It's the same thing they was doing. I'm old.
My girl, my kids, they get in my car, first thing. Oh, I'm not listening to no podcast today. How you ride around and listen to this all day? I said, this is what I'm, you know what I mean? I'm like you said, and I appreciate it. I'm in this business now.
Yes, you are.
I want to learn from the mistakes or the greatness that they have. I'm trying to pick up on everything. Like, even things y'all don't know what's going on. I can be like, oh, they shouldn't have did it. Oh, that was good how they transitioned to, because transitioning is a big, huge thing.
And it's something that I noticed that you're big on.
Yes.
Something that you really,
that's something that, no, you good. Something that you definitely have to pay attention and be aware of. But yeah, I get in my car, man. The day I listen to music, because it's Jay-Z birthday. So I've been listening to the albums from the first one. But other than that, you get in my car, I'm podcasting. I enjoy listening to it, though. So it's good. It's good for me.
No, that's fire. And it's crazy because I'm the same way.
I see you.
I'm the same way.
Even at work, I'll be like, yo, what's up? Like, you obviously, we had good conversation.
Yeah.
But I know when you on something, though.
Yeah.
Because the conversation not short. It's like, I'm you know what I mean? I'm getting ready for my show tonight, or I'm preparing for a show.
Yeah, I get to study at work.
I can tell by the look in your eyes and how you moving. If you come around and you chilling, I'm like, oh, he got time to talk. Yep. But if you be like, yeah, oh yeah, I heard that, and you like steady moving, I'm like, oh my man, he working right now. I'm gonna catch him later. For sure,
that's a fact, and it's funny because when you around people, I'm glad you picked up on that, because I know that there's certain people at work that feels the type of way, like, yo, he don't never really, and it's like, if you understood how much I don't care about certain things and how much I do care about you, then the in between wouldn't matter as much. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Because people think you know everything, and it's like, no, I don't have an opinion of you. You see what I'm saying? But I want you to be good. I'm gonna say good morning to you every day. I'm gonna ask you if you're having a good day. But I'm really not that delved in. So when you start randomly speaking to me, I'm already on a whole nother thing. I'm not lining you up to ask you about the newest gossip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not in it for that. But it's funny because I believe one night podcasting saved my life, and I wasn't on air. I was driving back from out of town, and I was exhausted, to say the least, right? But mostly exhausted. And I'm in the car with two other people. They went to sleep, and I found myself struggling. And I put on a pod. And you know how, like, you know this, when you tired, they say roll the window up, roll the window down, turn the music up, turn the music down. Like, you got to do things to play with you, to get you uncomfortable or to keep you up, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't recommend driving that tired, pull the fuck over. But it was just one of them nights where it was like, by the time it hit me, it's 45 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, 50 minutes, I got to get there. And so I put on a pod. And what happened was the niggas that was supposed to keep me up in the car wound up being the pod. I felt like I was part of their conversation. I'm laughing with them. I'm commenting. I'm ad-libbing. And it drew me out of a monotony that probably music would have put me in. It made me activate my brain again. It made me engage.
Music might have had you rapping the same song and you still could have dozed off.
Because I'd have caught a groove.
Yeah, and you could have been just getting comfortable.
I'd have caught a groove. And when I got home, I said, the pod did it.
And you didn't even know what it was, so it woke you up because now you were attentive to what's being said. You're paying attention because now they're intrigued by what they're talking. Like, listen, I'm podcast bull, and I get into it where like I've been watching like Vlad.
I just texted you because I'm on air.
I did Vlad. I watched one of his joints new. I switched. Like I said, I watched sports. I watch the LaShawn and DJ. I watch everything. Like, you know what I mean? My week, I probably listen to music about one day out of the week. No bullshit.
Bro, and that's horrible because I know so many. But that's the thing. I know so many artists that's usually music. When I listen to it. I usually don't listen to mainstream stuff no more. Because I'm listening to, if your project coming out, then I'm going to check it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to ride to it. But if like, it ain't something that from the industry that I'm really tapped in at personally, I'm not just listening to random industry music no more. It got to be an artist I give a fuck about.
Especially when you got something going on. Now, if I'm just, bullshitting and going through the day, then cool. But I'm working on something right now. So my brain is thinking how to get better at my new craft. Yeah. So that's really why I'm.
That's how it started with me. I said if I'm gonna be over here, I'm gonna pay attention to the people that are greater than me. Same as doing sports, right? Or the people that I respect in this space. And I always had to explain to people for a long time because it started with Charlamagne and the Breakfast Club, where a lot of people would hate certain things he did, and throw away the baby with the bathwater type of thing. Where it's like I just hate him. And it's like, well, I don't agree with everything he does, but sometimes he say a lot of shit that make a lot of sense, and he's not the only personality on there.
Right. So
I could sit through the little part that I don't fuck with him because it's balanced out with the two other people in the room and the topics and whatever else is going on. And he's since changed that. But what happens is, what you realize is people get this energy about you, and they never check back to see if you changed it.
Oh yeah, they stuck.
So
they
grown.
Make you stuck in one way because they was like, oh, he's an asshole. They didn't know what you was going through that day. Number one, to be an asshole, but number two, they never checked back to see if you matured to not be an asshole. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you can elevate every day to become and do better. So
society elevates. Shit changes. Me Too wasn't always a thing.
Yeah.
A lot of shit changed since Me Too, bro.
Yo. I was watching Def Comedy Jam, like the original John with Martin. I'm talking about season 1. The world definitely evolved. You talking about Me Too? The stuff they used to say on there, they would be banned from TV.
Yeah, you couldn't even come out in public no more.
Yo, if they said anything that they said that back then now, Def Comedy Jam wouldn't have lasted another season. It might have got cut off in the middle of the first season. I'm talking about Me Too and Peter and everything, man. I'm talking about you wouldn't have been able to say too much of anything.
But you know what's funny about that? Nowadays, you would watch Def Jam with your whole family if it was on. because everybody's ratchet and used to shock value stuff.
Kids and all, right?
Back in the day, we used to. I remember watching
You couldn't
the Def.
watch it with your parents.
I watched the Def Comedy Jam marathon every New Year's Eve in the basement at the neighbor crib to where the old heads was at. You know how you go to the same house every year. It was a certain house we used to go to. It used to rotate, but it was a certain house. You knew if we went to this crib, they neighbors, the kids was in the basement while the parents was next door watching Def Jam all night. And nobody doing nothing crazy. Nobody smoking. Nobody doing nothing sexual. We are cracking up. And maybe sipping a little, you know what I mean? Sneaking something. Yeah. But and I remember being like, this how I used to catch up on all the episodes I didn't see because you couldn't watch it in the crib if your peoples was there.
Absolutely. And that's when obviously VHS was big, where you can, you got it on, and you can rewind. Oh, he said that funny. So I get
and that's
it.
how I used to usually see it. I go to somebody's house and he got a couple episodes recorded. I would see them jump.
Yeah.
Or late night I'd be sneaking. Oh, I'm good. Ain't nobody. Turn it down. Turn it down.
You gotta sit close to the TV there, right? And can't somebody hear you watching that. But like you said, the kids is so like grown, which is not cool, but they are able to watch a lot more. Like our parents, I remember, when you were a kid, they started kissing. Your mom would go like
Cover
this
your
over your
eyes.
eyes. Now, these parents sitting there with the kids and with all the stuff that comes on that I don't think, like they force a lot of stuff on you.
Let me paint the scenario.
Please do.
Love and Hip Hop is on, blasting. 30 on the volume, right? Mom is on the couch sitting next to the baby girl, and the baby boy is on the floor playing with whatever he playing with, and mom is on her phone with her homegirl giving play-by-plays like it's a sports announcement. So now, not only is baby girl witnessing all of this, she's getting the breakdown. She's getting energy, and she's learning to clap back at everybody, no matter what, and never apologize.
She's picking up what the room is doing. Picking up what the room is
and how to make
putting
excuses
down.
and spin stuff.
Yes, like it's that.
That's the scenario you talking about.
Hip-hop,
That's
yes.
one of them.
That's one of them. Like they they got, and I don't think it's cool to have two girls kissing in front of my kid. I don't have two guys. Like some stuff isn't meant for every age, and you don't know what's coming, so you think it's an alright show. Like they present it like they're following celebrities around who rap, who sing, who act, who's trying to get into the music business, but it's so much BS intertwined with that. You don't know what you're going to see on any given episode.
It's one of the worst things to me about them shows when I see somebody mama or grandma on there acting crazy. You know what I mean? Like, because these.
What they say, the grandmoms is 36, the daughter is 20.
And it be like, and she on here stirring shit up and throwing glasses and getting upset.
You ain't
and
good
I don't
enough
even
for
know.
my son, and you, like your son done did the
The
worst
world
thing.
dirty.
And you saying, and like, listen, I get it, that's your baby, but calm down, because he ain't working with an angel over there.
And it's amazing, and it just be like, that's what really be burning me out sometimes, because it be like, you young motherfuckers that decided to get up here and create a disturbance or a disruption or get attention off of this type of energy is cool. But when they bring your mom into it, they don't tell her that she's about to be in all the way in this world. She thinks she's coming through as a mom. She don't know y'all about to set her up to be disrespected repeatedly on camera.
Yeah, man.
Like, that's scary to me.
That show is
It's like, man.
it sets the world back. That joint is not cool.
And it's not the only one. There's worse shows, but it's like that's the most mainstream example, I guess.
My girl had me watching the Bad Girls Club.
Baddies. Yeah.
Yo, they've literally fought the whole reunion.
Something came out today where one of the girls outed the other two girls and said they planned that argument, but it turned into a fight because the girl best friend didn't know that the argument was planned.
The reunion, they didn't get.
Oh, that's
a
what
chance.
reunions is for.
No,
reunions,
they just
wear your Vans.
Laundry.
Don't wear no heels. Wear your Vans to
whole
reunions.
Joint, Philly, what's her name?
Meatball.
She fought 5 people in a
Shout out
matter of
Meatball.
5 minutes. Meatball.
She said she wasn't going.
Yo.
Remember initially she was like, I need a bigger check for this joint because y'all
But
tripping.
I heard she got a good one when she did the fighting, like to set up the fight. Like, you got to, man. You on there embarrassing yourself, your family, like your mom, your
But Meatball
like
is
that.
Meatball though.
No. I get that, but her mom shouldn't have to answer questions
Right.
about her daughter being disrespected
Yeah,
by
that's
these.
weird.
You know what I
You
mean?
bet you on what I'm on.
Yeah,
That's
like
weird.
I ain't with that. Like that's not cool. Meatball's a adult. She can handle whatever she signs up for.
Mm-hmm.
But to have a brother, a mother, a dad, you know what I mean, somebody close to you to come outside on the block to smoke a cigarette or just go to the corner store and they're being attacked because Meatball was
which may or may not be 100% reality.
Yeah, that I ain't with that.
No, I feel you on that, and that's crazy because we see this is stuff
They're
we don't
exposing
get to talk
us. They
about.
just like they just expose you and just make you look bad as a culture to have to like
And I don't want to keep talking about shows because they get enough pub, but as you say, like this is part of the motive thinking behind what you're trying to put out. As product, right?
That's one of the reasons.
Like we gotta give them something else to listen to with their kids, or to help them deal with their situation and understand that they're not alone in it.
That's probably gonna be the first show, the 10th show, the second show, the 5th show. Is that is better ways out here to get money and to not be in the way. You know what I mean? Everybody's favorite line to me is, "Oh, what's up, man? Where you been? Oh, man, I'm chilling. I'm staying out the way." But then you go ask somebody else, like, stand out the way. Man, that dude done been in traffic 15 times in the middle of Broad Street doing wheelies on a tricycle. Like, you in the way.
You in the way.
You know what I mean? Like, I ain't seen you because
you
I'm out the way.
Somewhere
but
doing
you're
too much.
in the way just doing shit that's nutty.
Drawing attention for no reason.
Drawing attention for no reason.
As an adult.
So, again, back to my show, that's one of the things, like us as men, man, to show these kids like, yo, you can, you know what I mean, like it's only one of these people, there's only one of you. Be the best you, like, because you're gonna look back in 15 years, God forbid, you know, you still hear nothing happen to you or whatever, and you're gonna be like, damn, when
God
Mr.
willing. Rice
was telling me, God willing, when Mr. Rice was telling me, I mean, I should have paid attention in math class, because now I gave the lady a $20 bill and my stuff came to $14.28. I don't know how much change I'm getting.
You know,
back.
I used that example in class before, right? Like, y'all like sneakers, you can't go to the register.
Yeah. Ain't nobody like, oh, give me no, you got to pay.
You
going
going
to
to hand them everything in your pocket and hope they give you the right thing back.
And once they see, they say it costs $98 and you done gave them $160.
Then those sneakers is at least $120.
I told him 96. He gave me 120.
He has no idea.
He don't know how much this costs or what's the math. All right, here goes your $4 back.
And now you look, you happy
yeah, I mean,
you got the shoes
like,
you
I
got.
got the Jordans
you
and
scored.
change. So I'm gonna go to the store, corner store, get a. Dude, you just lost like $50
and got a sandwich.
Yeah, 'cause you don't know how to count. Like, you know what I mean, reading all that stuff. So, you know.
Stuff is important, and it feels like even with like since the COVID era, and a lot of these kids have been affected by that, right?
Yeah,
their parents had to be teachers, and a lot of 90% of parents ain't teachers unless they teachers.
Yes.
So a lot went with that, and people got to work. So a lot of things got overlooked, and certain of these kids was learning how to be in school when they weren't allowed to be in school no more the next year, right?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of gaps that happened there also that we're actually seeing in real time because we're not that far removed from it, and you see which portion of the building is affected by it, and they're both affected differently, right?
Yes, differently,
way different ways. But it's one of those things. But what I wanted to ask you is, you was a young athlete, probably a pretty boy. Was you good in school?
I wasn't
and
disrespectful.
What was your
school.
aspirations? And I'm not trying to
No.
challenge you in that
I'm
way.
glad you said that because I be catching myself when I'm in school talking to the kids. I'm like, yo, and I'm like, wait, man,
I did
you
that.
wasn't no angel in school. Your
I
mom
did something
came up,
similar.
But my mom came up there and beat my ass one day in front of the school. She ain't had to do that.
Hold up. That was a thing, and I just said that the other day. We ain't lagging, right?
No, we're fine.
All right, good. Go ahead.
Yeah, like you. If I was embarrassed, I'm not going to keep being embarrassed. I'm not going to keep doing nut shit to have my mom have to take off work to come up to the school to chastise me or really put her hands on me in school because she's done it. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to do that. So I court myself like, yo, like, And I was like, I did kid shit. I did boy shit, right? Like, I did that. But the disrespect to an adult,
Different.
I always held the door for women.
Yep.
I always said thank you if somebody handed me something.
Yep.
I always said, how you doing? You look somebody in the face, in the eyes when you're talking to them. I did all that. Of course, I got mad.
I learned how to say fine and you at an early age.
I did my
Your job as a
dumb
young
things.
man. Yeah.
But I was respectful because
Right.
my mom and my grandma did not play that disrespect.
Don't let it come back to the house.
somebody, you know, back then on the street, and I believe this, and that's why the neighborhoods are so bad, because as a kid, you know, when you leave off the block, if your mom gave you permission to leave, you needed eyes on another block to watch you. So, you know, say it takes a village to raise a child. It really does, because if I'm busting out windows on 17th Street and I ain't doing that on 13th Street, you know, like, somebody needs to get me, knock me upside my head, send me home so they can knock me upside my head. Because now, you know, you tell, yo, I'm going to tell your dad, Mr. Rice, yo, come here, young boy, and I hit you. And then I go, yo, don't hit my son.
Put your hands on my young
And
boy.
I'm
What you doing?
Yeah, and I'm like, well, wait, I thought we were cool where I can, you know, make sure he wasn't, nobody wants you
Trying
to
to save
say,
his life.
Yes, because he going to bust out the wrong window. He going to do something to the wrong adult, and they going to have a kid. Or it's just going to escalate where we need to, again, go back to making sure the kid is protected and being respectful at all times.
Stop telling people that look like you, that's showing great concern and proper interest, to mind their business.
Mind your business.
That's what it comes down to. Back in the day, nobody minded their business. You are my business.
You are
one of us.
You
know part of the tribe.
I know your mom since she was a baby.
And I don't even know her. I seen you walk to the store with her every day. You don't act crazy.
Yeah, right. I seen
And she
you
don't
be
play about
respectful. I seen her pop you upside your head for.
I seen her struggle. You didn't know y'all was struggling.
Listen, I seen all this. So don't tell me otherwise, or don't sit up here and bullshit me. Don't piss on me and tell me it's raining.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My mom used to grab big ass football players by their ear when they walk past the crib cussing.
All
My mom would
that.
come off the stoop, walk to you the middle of the street, like, hey, how you doing? Why are you walking in front of my house acting like that?
Why? You loud? You screaming?
You know what
you
niggas
disrespectful?
did? I apologize. I'm sorry.
And that's all.
You good? Did y'all eat? You good?
That you want is,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Because sometimes kids start feeling themselves. But when you realize I'm in your presence, you might not have known I was sitting up here.
Yeah.
You might have been full rant
Now, we
mode.
all got caught like that.
Yeah.
Not knowing, but it's the knowing. Like, you see it in
Yeah.
school. Young boy, I'm like, yo, go to class. They like, damn, you always dicky and you.
Bro,
Why you?
that
I said,
dicky,
yo.
I got
you
hit
know
with that
I'm like-
today. By the bull who mind being all of his all day.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly
I said, bro, that was the first time. He said something else to me later. I said, the second time today you disrespected me. I ain't do nothing. I said, you heard what I said.
Yo, I tell young boy, go the other way.
That's what I
Then
walked
you know
out.
what he tried to do? Mr. Blair,
got a
I'm
dollar?
sorry. Can I have a dollar? No.
Got a dollar?
You don't get a dollar from me. You got to work for that.
Bro,
Next
I don't
kid come up,
understand.
Mr. Blair, can I have a dollar? Here you go. Because I'm not rewarding
Bad
bad
behavior.
behavior.
Ever.
And all I ask you to do is what I'm there to
Ask you to do. Yeah.
go to class, stay in class. Like, if you gotta go to the bathroom, cool, I get it. But you ain't gonna walk out of your class and then ask me to go to. No, first of all, you gotta ask your teacher. If your teacher say no, then it's no.
How I play? Lock it.
Lock it. Right? They don't got no permission to. Hey, Bland, they walked out. They don't got no permission. Bland, I told them to come up this stairwell. They went up that one. Don't know. They lock it.
We're not doing that.
And that's where another thing, us as staff in the building and us as people on the street, we have to all stick to the same accord, right? Everybody say they got rules and integrity.
Integrity.
Right?
Okay.
Well, everybody got integrity, right?
Rules and integrity.
Rules and integrity.
No, I'm with
so
you. I'm with you.
If we all got that and we all want the same thing for our kids, why all our rules and all this integrity is not meeting in the same place? It don't gotta mean the exact same, but it gotta be in the playing field.
There has
though,
to be
right?
a baseline of respect and order.
Yeah.
At all times. Just like every man, woman, and child is allowed 3 feet of circumference around themselves is considered personal space.
Personal space.
Right? It's 3 or 4 feet, something like that, right?
Yeah.
And it's an old saying, but it's a real thing. It's a real thing. We didn't realize it until it got away from us till COVID.
Yep.
But that's a real
COVID
thing.
came,
If you get into
yes.
somebody's personal space, they have the right to direct that space how they want to direct it. Right? That's where accountability comes in. That's where approach comes in.
Yeah.
Right? We can disagree. We don't have to argue. We don't have to fight.
No, not
but
at
once
all.
you show angst and then break that plane, then I'm forced to switch to another channel, and hopefully I got enough sense to give you 3 to 5 more seconds of grace to figure out if you really there or not.
Quick story. I'm in Pizza Hut on what's today? Wednesday. I'm at Pizza Hut like Sunday night, right?
Mm-hmm. Super recent.
I'm at the counter. I'm ordering my food. So it was a mix up with the names or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So a guy comes in. He's like trying to. He think it's like a get in between me doing what I'm doing and for him to try to get in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, bull like this. So I turned just standing there like I said, damn.
Nigga.
So I said, damn, right? This dude didn't say, my bag, excuse me, my fault. He stood there. So when I realized he didn't move, I said, damn, dog, like, you don't want to back up? He's like, oh, I'm sorry, I tried to order. I said, yeah, but you in my personal space.
You should already be
The
uncomfortable.
two ladies who was working, it was a young girl and then it was like the manager. They look like, sir, like they had to say something to him.
Like, no, he's not bugging.
Like, yo, back up.
That's
and
right.
I ain't want to say it like where it got.
You're not trying to be aggressive.
But at this point now, I like, yo,
Now
like,
it's
cause
weird.
he didn't think he was like wrong. I'm like, yo, you got like back up, dog. Like you too.
Space, man.
And again, like you said, it took the COVID for people to really recognize that, and
That's
that
the
we
thing.
all need it and deserve it.
It's a
You
respect
can't
thing.
just walk up on people, man. You don't know what they traumatized or you know what I mean. Something could have happened. Give somebody their space.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
you can't just walk up on people nowadays and just think, no, dude. Like I need to be able to. If I can't turn around and go like this,
Then I can't
without
assess my
hitting,
situation.
dude, you got back up.
I'm not comfortable.
If you can't lift your arm up without me, you know what I mean, and get like, yo, like move your arm, you know, especially driving in the car, everybody fight for that elbow
Bro,
joint.
how often
I'm like,
did- how often
the
you
driver
and-
get this joint?
How often you and your man was like, oh, my bad, bro, you got it?
Yeah,
Because it'd be like, I cross, either I cross too far over or you driving, and if you need all that, then that's you.
We both got our arms like this.
Yep.
Now, if I get a little slide down, like, oh damn, my bad.
homie.
That's the first thing you say. And that's
say.
why I said with the bull, I turned and he was there. He didn't say my fault, my bag. I'm like, excuse me, nothing. He continued to just be like, all right, like move. I'm like, yo, it's the fucking line.
Like, bro,
But,
is you a barber? Why are you so close
Yeah,
to my
yeah,
head?
yeah.
You trying to
Yo,
figure out
for
the
real,
texture
man.
of my situation? What are you doing?
Yes, you trying to see if I put grease in my scalp this morning. You want to see if I put on deodorant. I don't know.
Niggas
But
is
you too
wild.
close. But
That's
anyway,
funny.
yeah, man, the kids, they have to, the parents in school and out of school, we have to be on the same accord if we really want the best for these kids. You can't tell a kid to go to school and young boy like, oh, I don't gotta listen to you. You ain't my dad. I say, dog, call your dad so we can have this conversation. Because if he got any kind of, and my man told me, stop thinking everybody got common sense.
Yep.
Because they might don't got the same kind of common sense as you. So my man DB told me that. He said, dog, stop thinking everybody got common sense, man.
ain't common.
Everybody ain't got the same common sense. So if your dad is a man with, who's respectful, has his integrity and his, things in order, he's going to say what I'm saying is right. Because I'm not in this school to disrespect or to go back and forth with no kid. And I don't want to have to go back and forth with no parent. First thing I ask every parent is when I go into a meeting, no disrespect, but do you know your kid? Because if you think your kid
And
don't
we've been
do
in
no
meetings
wrong,
together.
yes.
We've
And
been in
if-
meetings
and
together.
if you don't think that your kid do no wrong, then we already lost.
There's no reason for us to even go any
You
further.
might as well just go ahead, take your son, your daughter.
Because I'm going to be even more offended when you go play in my face and he going to show up the same way tomorrow.
Like the boy we talked,
Yep.
he was in the office crying yesterday.
Didn't want to go home.
Crying. Thinking he got it together. He comes back in the day and does the same crap.
All day.
The parents, boy, I tell you what, a lot of parents though, when we letting kids in the morning, they say, boy, y'all better than me. I couldn't be in no school. I say, yeah.
They know.
We babysitters.
Yep.
You
They
know what I
dropping
mean?
them off at daycare.
Dropping them off.
Because it's mandated.
Yeah, we dropping them off, and I said, dog, if my daughter ever fixed her lips to an adult to say some of these, I'm sorry, Brooklyn, I'm gonna knock all your fucking teeth out.
I've met his daughter. His daughter's a sweetheart. He don't even have them problems.
I-
But see, it's an energy thing too, right? Because that's what I was going to say earlier. I know specifically a parent that said, yeah, because I cussed the bus driver out right in front of my kid. Or they said right in front of him. You know what I mean? And it's like, why would you do that?
You
so
showing
how is
them.
he going to treat the
Yup.
bus driver? That's crazy.
Oh, my mom don't like you.
Yeah, like, and then it was the other part of like, I want to just salute you because I've been around you for a while, bro. You show up every day. One, I don't know how you not freezing in the winter because you act like you still go to football practice. This nigga show up with sweatpants on and a t-shirt and it's 30 degrees outside.
I'm a little
and
fat. I got some thick skin.
and staying
now,
outside
man.
for 30 minutes with a Canada Dry in his hand. I'm like, the Canada Dry is frozen. But also,
Need a sponsor, Canada Dry.
you
I
had
ain't
fun
gonna
all
lie.
day.
Yeah.
You're really, like, when it comes to the parents, you're super respectful, super jovial with the parents, but you have fun with the kids. You're not even within doing your job, which I know at times is super frustrating, and there's certain ones that is like you don't even want to deal with, but you're not disrespectful to them. You don't have as many bad days as a lot of our coworkers do.
Nah.
I think me and you was on a low percentage in the building.
Yeah, really.
Of bad days.
Like, really.
Like very small percentile.
I expect the kids to do kid shit.
Shit.
So that's the number one reason. And
It's
I
our
know what I
job to
signed up.
nudge, not
I
to
know what I
over-
signed up
Yeah.
for. So, and I'm a big advocate for having a lot of different personalities in the building, right? I don't want everybody to think the same. I don't want everybody, because you might have a better technique to work with a kid who's agitated today, right? And it can be agitated because they come to school and be agitated for a lot of different reasons. They didn't eat breakfast, right? They couldn't wear what they wanted to wear. They had to go to bed before the TV show that they wanted to watch went off.
They got cussed out this morning.
Cussed out this morning. So it's a lot of things that we don't know what they got going on, just like people don't know what we got going on.
Exactly.
So I'm open-minded to that. I allow the kids to be kids. I just tell them, don't disrespect me.
You big on that.
That's all listen, man. Respect is something, it's easy. It's easy to do.
You know what's
And it's
crazy?
quick to not do and make it go left.
There's a point in your life, if you're smart enough, that you realize being a gentleman is actually fly. Like the characteristics, the things you say and do, the response you get from that is cooler than being cool. Like the shit that you think is cool to do that's not respectful because you. And I understand you.
We've
a
been in the
child.
hall together telling kids that.
Yeah,
Me and you.
It's fly.
Like-
Watch how we treat each other. You don't think he thorough? You don't think I'm thorough? Or at
Yeah.
least decent?
Yeah, at least decent, right? Like, yo, man, like I be telling them, I'm like, yo, we can go get jobs anywhere, right? Y'all can have some real nuts in this building.
Yep.
Who really just putting their hands on y'all or just being disrespectful to y'all.
Yep.
I say, yo, I give y'all dollars. I help y'all with y'all work.
You give out a lot of money to them kids. Right?
I told you I'm gonna find a way to write it off on my taxes.
I swear you do, yo.
I'm man, we ain't gonna get it.
It's ridiculous.
I give out a lot of dollars, and not just like literally singles. I'm talking about I'll give a $10 bill and tell 5 kids they get $2 a piece. Like I ex Miss Fidel, I done paid kids who couldn't afford to go on a trip.
I was about to say you pay for 6,
paid-
7, 10
yes.
trips at a time.
Like who can't go? Like it's not fair to a kid to not be able to go on a trip. That's not his job. That's not his job to
Have to figure that out.
have to figure that out. So Miss Burdett, I'm like, why they can't go? Oh, they moms call and make sure they
And
got
shout out
permission
Mr.
to
Jason.
go.
Mr. Jason to pay for trips too.
Yeah.
I seen him do it too. But
Whoever can do it.
I
Like,
seen
you know
y'all
what I mean?
do it at
Just-
a high level. Like no, how many
I
kids?
don't want them to miss out on stuff like that, man. You don't know going into the museums.
Mm-hmm.
Like you might see something there that you might
Inspires you for life.
something that you might not never forget.
Yeah.
So I don't want you to miss out on that opportunity. Like I said when I was on here before.
Well, can you shake my hand? I want to salute you for that energy.
I appreciate it. I
Absolutely.
definitely appreciate it.
It doesn't go unnoticed.
And
Not
I
by
don't
me.
do it for no
No,
congratulations.
no.
No, I'm just saying
Yeah,
though. Like
yeah.
I make sure that if I can do it, I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to make sure these kids got it. But like I was saying when the last time I was on here, like having a conversation, you don't know what it might mean to somebody else.
Ever.
So you paying, I might get a kid to come back to me in 5 years when they graduate in high school or after they graduate high school. Like, yo, Mr. Bland, dog, I just want to say thank you, man. Like, that day you paid for me to go on that trip, dog, I was going through, like, anything.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I care about for the kid. I don't want no mom. Hey, go to $20.
No.
I'm going to get that back a million times. I ain't
because
about
the
the
only
money.
reason that I gave it was because I didn't want that burden on you. I
Yeah,
didn't know if you could.
and you could be a bad kid if you weren't excluded. If they didn't kick you
that's a
off
fact.
of the
if
trip,
they don't say you can't go, he finds a way.
He's
He's
we
one
going.
of the adults in
we
the building.
we going to
Because it
find a way
happens
for you
on
to go.
different floors, but on my floor, he's one of the adults
Yeah.
in the building that gets it done.
And the kids on the third floor, no. Oh, let me go ask Mr. Bland because
'Cause they
my
already
mom
been
forgot.
around you. Yep.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yep,
saying.
yep.
So that's what I do it for, man. Like I said, I love the kids. I go
I
there
think that's super fire.
knowing that. So like when we in the hallway, back to what you were saying.
Yeah.
When we in the hallway and we telling the kids like, you don't think we like decent? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, that's
if we ain't the
crazy.
coolest, the thoroughest, we gotta be decent though,
Right,
right?
right,
Like, you know what I'm
right.
saying? Like we come in here, we look like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We a little bit above water. We come in here and, you know what I'm saying? Ain't too
Good
much
point.
above water, but
No, we look decent.
we look
We
decent.
keep it consistent.
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we here to help y'all get better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we could be doing anything else.
Shit, we drive shit that fit our personalities. Like,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
all
listen,
of that. Like,
all of that.
we are living our life.
And
The
I'm
same way y'all
comfortable
would
with
wanna do.
yes,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. You see what, I don't want to do, but
Right,
you see
but
what people how they come to work, what they
Yeah.
come to work in, like, dude,
And
like,
what energy they give
yes, you can come in, you can enjoy, and you can have all this and more if you listen. We ain't had people telling. I don't know about you. I didn't have people telling me, like, go do this and go do that. It was just like, well, whatever. Like, no, we gotta encourage and push the kids to do better at whatever it is they want to do in life. Like, I mean, just going to get a job.
I had it. I was part of quite a few programs that was led predominantly by black men, or at least the branches
That's
that
nice.
I was a part of. That my parents and my uncles and my godparents, like, they put me in good positions. But I understand because I had homies that didn't have that. But you know where them niggas was at? My dad was trying to school them niggas. Every time they was at, you know what I mean? Like, I watched homies argue
See?
with my dad.
That's exactly what mine stand for.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a dad of your own,
Yeah.
my man dad is still giving out encouraging words, not just to his son. If his son deal with him, then he like, damn, well, my son fuck with them. I'm gonna give him a chance. Yeah, he might be a knucklehead, but that don't mean he can't change. That
And
don't
he
mean
fed you for
don't
months
listen.
before you ever
Yeah.
imposed.
Yeah,
And imposing, I mean lightly.
Lightly.
Like, reacted to a conversation and tried to, all right, well,
he
let me
ain't
see how I
just
can talk
jump
to
in and try to tell
Exactly.
you what to do. He tried to figure out how you moved and or how your son. I mean, how your friend normally go about this. Oh, invite him over. We're gonna go out to eat and we're gonna have a conversation with him. Like, one of my friends, he passed away, but my other friend, mom and them knew, like, he used to be home alone a lot. They took him with him to Sizzler. Back in the day, Sizzler was like a big deal.
Yeah, that was a move.
Olive Garden, all of that. Like, they kept him close because they knew he was, like, living by himself. His dad was a hell of a worker, but he wasn't there, though. He wasn't there to give him time. And my man, his brothers and mom and dad, they took him everywhere. Whenever they want to go eat, go call
That's
him, see if he
fire.
want to go.
And I had people that did that for me, not out of necessity, but I had a lot of people that tended to me. You know what I'm saying? But what's crazy is, it was time I was running around. I had a youngin' in the streets, young adult. You know what I'm saying? He got chicks, got bread. He doing his thing. I tell him take a ride with me to the mall. After the mall, we stopped at probably Outback on the way back. I gotta teach this nigga how to behave in a restaurant. He's a young adult. You see what I'm saying? And I'm digging it, and that's part of when my eyes open to like, yo, it's a lot that we skip over. We don't realize people don't even get took out to eat. Get took out to eat. Yeah. And he's a man that's probably going on dates with these young ladies, and they're watching him not be on point and not know what's going on, and looking at him as a check. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, he's stupid. You know what I'm saying? And he don't even dig it. He think he playing the game. Yeah. And it was like, yo, it's really... So when you said, like, no, they knew he was home a lot, so they used to take him to Sizzler and stuff. You don't understand how just learning how to order off a menu.
Yo, a lot of people don't know how to do that. Like, picking up a menu and knowing how to read, like, where an entree is or what a...
How about what that market price symbol look like?
It's a lot of people who just don't know what it's like to go out and then to a better restaurant. Mm-hmm. You know, where a better restaurant.
Yeah, where them folks at.
Yeah, you got to know how to conduct yourself. A lot better. So
yeah, and I mean, I've been on a date with a young lady and she ordered steak and she ordered it well done, and I let it slide. Right, ain't say nothing. And I'm a stickler for well done steak is an expensive hamburger. Mm-hmm. That's how I think. So when it was over, afterwards, we was having a conversation about something, and she asked me something, and I was like, "You ordered a well done steak." She was like, "Why you didn't tell me?" I said, "I thought that's how you liked it. I didn't know you never ordered one before."
See, look, it don't matter the age, like, you know what I mean. And some people just stuck in their ways, like they need to get out, and that's why I tell people, man, this world is bigger than Philly. Mm-hmm. Get out and go see it. I know some friends of mine who don't know how to get to Southwest.
Bro, I know people that think going from West Philly to Uptown is like going to Pittsburgh. They're like, that shit far as shit. And they driving.
Yeah, 20 minutes far.
You bought a car to drive in a 15-minute radius. That's crazy. Because the whole city is 20 to 30 minutes long.
North Philly. You want to go to work and back to South Philly. You want to go to the market and back. No, you got to get out. Like, you got to know if Broad Street is closed, you got to know another route to get to where you're going.
I had an uncle that used to take Broad Street all the way uptown on my crib.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, you know, if you take like this block, you can get there too, right? You don't have to go from 26 and Tasker. You don't have to take Broad Street all the way up to get the Cheltenham Mall.
And now we got GPS that tell you the quickest route, but you on some I know how to get there.
I know how to get there. And all you doing is take Broad Street up. Every red light from the stadium to the old.
You were talking about so many people I know right now that it's hilarious, bro.
No, my cousin said his homie do that. He's like, yeah, we gonna go to the joint. He's like, all right, you could go that way. He's like, all right, I got it. He said, I'm sitting in the car, I look at my phone, I look up, we at Broad and Gerard. He said, yo, why you take this way? Why we was already on 26. You know you could have took the drive, right? You know you could have got on the E-way, right? Yeah. Oh no, yeah, but I wanted to go. No, you just only know one way.
No, my homie.
You only know one way.
One of my first close friends to get a car was my man, Gates, right? I can say that because that's not his government. So Gates used to be, yo, we going to such and such. And I would get in the car with him, and he would take the bus route. So it got to the point where I was always giving directions when we was in the car because I wasn't really on I only knew 2 bus routes when I was a kid, when I was a teenager. You know what I'm saying? I didn't catch the bus that much. I usually got drove to school and caught the sub home. Like, I was spoiled by like homies and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was like I used to give directions. So it got to the point where at one point my mom was like, you know what I noticed? I said, what? She said, when you not home, his car don't move.
Oh, shit.
And I didn't know. Like, I be thinking I'm missing shit. Like, them niggas be running around. Yeah. She like, no, he don't go nowhere without you because, I guess, because you know how to get everywhere. And I'm like, that's crazy. But, like, we used to be uptown and he used to get lost. And we from uptown. And I used to be like, what are
Yo,
we doing, bro?
I could count on my hand.
Oh, he'd be like, ride with me to pick up my sister from such and such. Which time you gotta pick her up? And we just doing the snake through the city. And I'm like, nigga, go straight.
Oh, he's
taking the bus route. Bro, you gotta understand how crazy that is when you like, I done drove this whole
Yo,
city.
pull over. let me do this.
I ain't had no license,
or
but like,
just go
I've
get
been
on
around.
the bus. If you want to take the
Go
bus.
tell her to get on the bus.
Yeah,
It'll
like,
take
yeah.
the same amount of
You
time.
gonna take and I mean, you going that way. My homies used to say, yo, how you get to 17th and JFK? Wow. I'm like, get on the train. Or don't even use that. Say 17th and Walnut. Mm-hmm. I say it's a stop to say Walnut and Locust. Get off. When you come up, look at Broad Street like you look at it up our way. This side you go to the high numbers. This side you go to the low numbers. If you go on the 18th, nigga, find where 15th is and walk that way. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
on the sign. It says hundreds on the sign.
They don't know how to get to 11th and Market.
It's crazy.
I'm like, yo, you know it's a train and get off. And you could cross and get on the blue line and get off at 11th and... Wait, what's the blue? I say, yo, this is crazy, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they don't know.
Motherfuckers don't leave their neighborhood for real, bro. It's crazy. And that's one thing that Philly is. And it's a couple other cities like it where motherfucker literally be self-sufficient in their neighborhood. Church down the street, supermarket 2 blocks over.
They can tell you every block.
You go shopping on the Ave.
Yeah. Every
Clothes
block
and all
right
that.
there.
Barbershop.
Tell you everybody house that live on each block.
They family lives in 3 blocks of them.
Tell you 5 blocks left, 2 blocks over, and 1 block down. Where that is, though.
Well, speaking of blocks, you got 12th Street on your social media. Where you from, Nick?
Yeah, I'm from 12th Street.
What part?
I'm from, so I'm in the middle. I'm from Alney and Fern Rock. Like, so,
that 12th
you know what I mean?
My
Yeah.
man from 11th.
So I'm right there where I can walk 2 blocks and get on at...
You back Stop Shakur way.
Yeah, that's my man. Yeah, we grew up on about 2 blocks away from each other.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yes, sir.
Stop was the one player that I seen play that I said, this nigga play just like me. He just do everything better. Like, we had the same
like
game.
me.
He was just sharper than me.
Listen, and
he was younger than me.
We used to play in the church at 11th, 12th, and Cecil B. Moore. And at that point, I was so little. He was the center. And then when he became, older, he obviously was #1 point guard in the country when he came out of high school. But, yeah.
I seen him embarrass somebody at the rump tournament. Like, this nigga was all over, man. This nigga just was throwing the ball around, and everywhere he threw the ball, it came right back to the same spot.
Listen.
He was spinning in circles doing this shit.
I watched the boy do some amazing. You ever heard of the Chosen League?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me and
played
him.
Each one, teach one, positive image, chosen. I played all that shit.
Me and him were on the first team that we won back-to-back championships. Staff only played like 3 games that year because he was on the world tour as being the #1 point guard in the country.
Right.
But yeah, we won.
That.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Oh man, Mr. Shakur, baby.
I wasn't a
That's
point
my
guard,
man.
But
Mr.
like
Shakur.
we shot the same. Like the decisions he made on the court is like I would have did the same thing.
Listen,
but I would have shot a worse percentage. That's how I saw his game. I loved this game, bro.
That boy had vision. He was something special. To go to Arizona to be #1 point guard in the country, and to, go to the league.
And you a Tiffin County
and
outdoor gym rat.
Listen, I remember that boy walking down the park past my block with a basketball.
You know Brent?
With snow.
Brent Welton?
Yeah, he lived on my block. We both live on 12th Street.
My youngin.
Yeah, I seen that you went to, what's the name?
Roman.
Yeah, that's my
Brent
guy.
Brent was the best 15-year-old I ever met in my life.
That's my guy. I used to call him. I'm like, man, you 6'6", get down there on the box.
You don't understand.
That boy wasn't going nowhere near that box. He was all jump shots, mid-range.
But he wasn't doing that shit.
No, he wasn't. Listen,
this nigga had the fastest. He had the fastest pull-up I ever seen. He be dribbling, then the shot be off. You like, what the fuck just happened?
Boom. Listen,
he's 6'5" and 15.
I used to cuss him out. Brent, I'm like, I'm the point guard. Just go.
I
just
call
go.
Brent when we done this. That's my nigga.
That is me and him
I
used
love
to
Brent.
go.
And his mom. I love his mom.
N1.
Paoli.
I've
been out there with him and John before. Him and John Huggins and all.
Yeah, he used to be super cool with the
light-skinned
manager,
boy.
yeah, and the light skinned boy had a little brother, or he
Yep.
was messing with the girl.
Exactly.
And we used to go up there and play 2-on-2s, full court, half court.
In the N1 gym.
And man,
Niggas don't know
Brent
they had a
used to-
facility that had a gym right next to the offices and or
Yeah.
the conference rooms or some shit like
Yeah,
that. Right?
yeah, yep.
Yeah, it's out
Listen,
Paoli, I believe.
that was Paoli up there. When me and him used to go up there, play 2-on-2.
Yep.
At first, I used to cuss him out. Then we became like super good friends, and you know what I
That's
mean. We used to
dope.
go out, work out.
You fuck with my nigga.
That's my guy. We lived on the same block. About
He was at the bottom.
one.
He's on 3 from the corner or 2 from
Yeah,
the
that's one.
corner.
Well, one from the corner, but he was. So I was there. So he was 1, 2, 3 houses from me. He
His
was the
mom
third
used to
house.
have a Lincoln, the town car.
Yeah, his
Remember
mom.
that?
Yeah, his mom.
His mom
was-
dope.
Yeah,
His
she-
mom
yeah,
is
yeah,
fire,
yeah.
yo. I love
Yeah,
their
they
family,
was.
yo.
Yeah, his little brother.
Yep.
We
Yep.
listen.
Brent was my favorite player when I got to Roman
That
because
was
I
my-
transferred to Roman.
Oh, where
So
you
I
was at
transferred.
first?
I was at ENS.
Oh,
So I
okay.
transferred into his grade. They made me repeat the 10th
Okay,
for no reason. But
So wait.
you know,
you.
I'm 42 years old.
Oh, so you older than stuff.
Stop who?
Shakur.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, I thought
When I saw his game, I was mad because he was younger than me.
Yeah,
I said that.
yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I was older than Steph.
Yeah, me and Steph the same age. I
I'm
thought you was
a year older
Steph.
than Brent.
Oh, okay.
But Brent was one of the first niggas when I got to the school that started talking to me.
Yeah, Brent definitely good
Brent
personality.
came right out.
He
Yo,
was-
what's up with you, man? What's your name?
he-
Yo,
he
you
was-
hoop? You know what I mean? And then
That
he
was my
introduced me
guy.
to everybody at lunchtime on the basketball team. And after that, I was
It was
good.
good. Yeah, that's
You know
my
how
guy.
that shit
Brent, what's up, baby? If you get
Nah, I
it over
love
this,
Brent, man. And I
that's my
seen
guy.
Brent recently, man.
We're gonna
Brent,
call you after this though. Tell
Brent-
you how I used to bust you. You know what I mean,
I'm going to say
You
one
know.
more thing about Brent. You want to talk about a thorough individual? You talking about somebody that was at Roman and was kind of neglected for his talent. Went to college, tore it up so much that I was at a Roman game with him, and the coaches came up and was like, when you start shooting? And he laughed at him. Like, y'all ain't let me, you know what I mean? Y'all ain't let me
Crazy at
get.
Philly, you though, right?
Yeah, but at Roman, he had a role.
Oh, okay.
So they tried to play him, and he
Yeah.
laughed at him, and we kept it, we waited until they
Boy
walked
could
away.
shoot.
But my man played overseas,
Yeah.
came back, and went to the Air Force and served his time.
Yes, he did.
So I'm never going to talk about Brent on a public platform without saluting my guy that did the biggest thing
that's
and,
my guy.
and
I
went to
fuck
war
with
for
Brent.
us. So I'll toast
Brent,
to
what's up, baby?
that. B. Welton was my favorite 15-year-old I ever met in my life. And I knew everybody in the city that hoop.
Him and Stop Shakur, boy. There. Tenth and Aoni. If you know
Tenth and Aoni
Tenth
was
and
me.
Aoni, before all these other playgrounds became.
So where did you rank in Tiffany? You was getting busy out there?
Listen,
Was
I
you in
got
the first
tapes.
10?
I got tapes. I mean, it depends what age group you go for. It was, listen, you know Ed Braswell?
Yeah, I know Braswell.
That's my guy. Eddie B,
Braswell.
baby. That's my man.
That's
Listen, we got, I'm talking about, it didn't matter. Flip, before he was in the league, he came, like, if you
Yeah,
didn't
Flip
come
used to
through
be down.
10th and Aoni, you ain't come through and
Flip
play
is
ball.
actually a great street baller anyway.
Yeah, listen,
Flip
10th and
is
Aoni
scary.
was where you came to hoop before you went
That
anywhere
little
else.
dead end that you got to park in, that little loop and all that
Listen,
shit.
that-
And then you walk back there and there's people houses right there.
And the train right there.
Bro,
Listen,
it's lights. When
that-
the lights come on,
I used to
it's
get
a,
off.
it's a vibe.
Get off school. I just ride through Fern Rock. I mind you, I could have got off at Aoni. I'll get off at Fern Rock. Ride
Yep.
through Fern Rock.
Yep.
Just to see if there's anybody over there.
Yep. Just
Run
to know
home,
what your
put my
route
stuff
was.
on, and
Yeah.
I'm going down. I'm talking about we did that.
See, I'm
man.
a Philly nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Finley Playground. So, like,
Oh yeah, we used to Oakland. I used to come up there and we used to kick their ass.
y'all
too,
ain't
man.
cook us. Well,
My
I don't know.
age-
I'm not your age.
my
group.
age-
I'm not
listen,
your
man,
age.
I ain't lose too much. I played for Oakland football, basketball. I'm telling
You
you,
was
you
a
know
Wildcat?
everybody. Yeah, you know everybody right now that's about to leave to go to Florida.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. A couple of my football teams. Then Mario, my man Curtis Easley, had a bad accident. I love you, boy. And he was the best fullback, middle linebacker I've played with. I've seen. You know, at that age.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, listen, man, we'd have been down in Florida, but my basketball teams, shout out to Coach Eric. I'm talking about, listen,
Yeah,
man.
Coach E?
Yeah, what? That's the one I
You know
told you
Coach
the
E is
story
the nigga.
about. When he told me, the man, sit your ass down. Remember I told y'all the story when he was like, hold the ball. That's why you talking about
didn't
something.
say it was Coach E, though.
You talking something, oh, you giving him a pass. Now you know why. I don't got to get that boy a pass.
you
His
don't
respect
understand.
is his respect.
Like, all right, so my homies from my age group, is now Patrick.
Yeah.
Ebo,
Yup.
Randy Dukes.
Well, not Ebo.
Ebo Young, but I'm talking about
now in the other
Randy Dukes and them niggas.
Yup.
And like Coach
That's
E.
Huggins and them. Yeah.
Yeah, Huggins. You see what I'm saying? So, and Huggins is my age. But
Yeah.
But like Coach E used to bet thousands on them niggas on
Listen,
pickup games.
I know.
And used to be at the courtside. We used to have tournaments. He used to have a whole polo suit on with the frames on. You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
right?
listen,
with
I
the
was
maxes
with it
on his
every
feet.
day.
And he used to like we was rivals.
Yeah, Oak Lane. That's why I said we used to be up there.
But he
kicking
used to fuck with me. Like he even spoke like to our coaches about it. Like he was arrogant. So it was a point where he
talked
was
that shit.
quoted as saying like, "Yo, I don't know about all of them, but there's certain ones I will fuck with," and I was one of the ones he named.
He told me.
And then he went and did his time.
It was this
like a man.
bull. It was this bull from Finley. He said, "Kassid, you got him. This motherfucker scored 6 points. You running for practice for the next 3 days."
Oh,
when I
6?
tell you, listen,
6?
boy
I'll let
was
you get
getting
7
buckets.
from the foul line.
He get buckets. Coach Jerry, I'm pretty sure he know his name, but I'm talking about what I played 1-3. If we ain't a man and I had the best ball handler on the other side, I played 1-3-1 and I played that bottom. If you know anything about a 1-3-1, that means you got to get from baseline to baseline.
Yep, like you chasing
every pass.
Like you
I'm
chasing
talking
Reggie.
about.
Yep.
Yeah, Coach Eric, man. I
he
started
was
coaching.
different.
I started coaching because of him, man. I love that dude, man.
You know what's funny
I
about
I
him?
texted him after I left the show. That
Last
time I
time?
said, "Yo, you remember that?" He said, "Yeah, I remember that."
That's
Boy,
fire.
That's
Because you
my
know what?
guy.
You know what I know from like I went to college with some of his players.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas that was grown men, and he gave niggas so much confidence and structure in certain ways.
Structure was what he gave you.
Because niggas knew what he did, but niggas knew what he allowed. And he ain't play about you if you was on a path, right?
You asked him. He'd take me.
And
He said,
that's
"Kassid,"
crazy. So Coach E is a good cosign.
He said,
that
"Listen,"
told me a lot about you.
He said that. He said, "I'm taking him with me."
We went to
back then.
rest in peace, Don.
Oh yeah,
We went to a tournament.
McNeil, right?
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yes,
We in
sir.
Sunny Hill together.
I was right there when that happened.
It's crazy.
King, unfortunately,
I was on a bus an hour later riding past the school while all the niggas was getting on. It was crazy.
I ran
Because you know that
I
was my
seen
Sunny
it.
Hill nigga. Them niggas with the brown station wagon. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Damn, made me forget my whole point. But rest in peace, Don. McNeil for real. And you know what's crazy? Now that we on it, let's just do it. Everybody kept saying that got on the bus, yo, he was so cool. Yo, he played basketball nice. Yo, he used to joke with me and all that. And I knew the whole basketball team at the time, but I was at Roman. But I'm from Uptown. You know what I'm saying? We play against each other every weekend. So I called my girl who was from the county. She was from like Fort Washington.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, something happened. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I know the person. And she called me back and was like, turn on the news. Is this your friend? And it was Dime, bro.
I was right there. I took off running to the wards.
And you know what's crazy?
The Pizza Hut.
Rest in peace, Marty. Marty was working out with Dime. Dime was getting nice.
That year was about to be his year.
He was about to tear the pub
I think that was
up,
gonna be.
bro.
So that was my 9th grade.
Was it 10th or his junior?
That was his junior year.
Junior
so
year.
he,
He
had
caught
one
the
more
growth
year.
spurt his freshman year, I think it was. He grew a little bit.
Yeah.
That year, it was his year. He was running around my old head Marty.
Going to practice with him, Sean McKee, them dudes
Shiz.
used to just hold. And
You know I
just,
fuck with
They
shit.
used to just bully me because you was the young boy.
But they different.
But it was all.
Both of them is different.
It was some of the great competition you. Can
If that
ever
was your
get
comp, then you was
every
good.
day.
Because them niggas
Sean
was
Singletary, Isaiah Pinkney, up to Javon Austin. Listen,
nice. Well,
man,
you know Zeke is family.
we
Zeke is
listen.
Randy God,
Yeah,
brother.
little bro, cousin. Yeah.
So like, that's all family.
Yeah, listen, I know them all, man.
Sean
We all-
Singletary, littlest nigga I ever see, scored 40 in front of me.
Listen,
like,
dog,
stocky as shit going nuts, and then banged it on a nigga.
Listen, I played with them all.
Yeah, no, but that's what I
was
always
able
say.
to witness greatness. I'm glad I was from Mountain and I was able to transition up there to play sports because I met so many good men. Now, all them dudes is great fathers, by the way.
Yeah,
Shout out to my guy Flea. You know what I mean?
Dang, you
Son
know
up
Flea,
there
too.
and
That's
Pitt. You know what I
Yep.
mean? All them guys, man. All
Mike?
you guys, man. I love all y'all. Huh?
Mike, Pitbull.
Fat Mike?
No, Lil Mike. They used to play for King. Pitbull. The one that used to do the.
Oh, you talking about? I talked to that boy once in a while, Mike.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He one of ours. He was running around with me in the street.
Listen, man, them dudes, there was some good men up there, still great men now. I mean, they was good then, they great now. They out here doing their thing, man.
And
being
shout out to
parents
Pitbull, this
and
nigga,
everything.
We played a 1-on-1 the day before I went to college, and we was losing, bro. We was getting our ass whooped. This nigga scored 17 points in a row to make
Mike
it
is to get
19
busy
to
faster
17.
than
Bro,
a motherfucker.
fast as shit. And I feel like he invented the floater because of how well he shot that shit at his size. He would go right up against stuff. That shit would go up and in.
And that's why I ran into a couple people now that I done got fat over the years. So as I'm talking to people, I had got like 5 knee surgeries all on my left knee, right? That's where a lot of my weight came from. I broke my patella tendon. It was dislocated, and they had to go in. That joint took like a year surgery, or a year to recover. And I didn't even, properly do it right, but that's where a lot of weight came from. So when people be like, "Oh, you play basketball?" I'm like, "Nigga, go ask your favorite point guard that's my age.
It's
Ask your favorite point guard, your shooting guard.
If you paying
that's
attention,
in my era.
everybody I
I'm
named,
telling you,
whether they older
they
than
know
him
who
or
I
younger
am.
than him, he knows exactly who they are or what they do.
They know me. They know me, boy.
I
And
peeped it. I'm picking up what you put down.
I played for a great coach and Coach Eric.
No, Coach E
I
one
played
of them,
for a great
Coach
group
produced
of guys.
Coach E produced pros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about great group of guys, man, now who back then was some fucking killers on that court. And that's what I went against every single day. Practice
But
on
you
a
was
Saturday.
right after the
We was
unlimited
there
league.
from 10 o'clock till 3.
Yep, workouts.
10 o'clock to 3.
That's not practice. That's workouts.
And
That's
I'm
a
talking about,
shift.
you talking about get it in.
Yeah.
You left out of that joint. You was soap, man.
You
I don't
ever
give a
had
fuck what you put on after them clothes was still wet because
Oh, that's what I was
you
going
was
to say.
get. God damn. Them
When
days.
I said the rest in peace Don joint, this the piece I was getting to. 2 things. One, I've had we was dogs because we've had 2-hour practices and didn't touch the ball.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Coach.
2, I remember being Finley versus Simons and fighting, or West Oak Lane fighting and arguing and always being a rival. And then we went in Jersey and had a tournament, and niggas was cheering for each other, and it was weird.
Oh yeah.
And
We away. We all won there now.
Yeah. And Don got hurt that day in the tournament, right? He wound up getting hurt before the chip, and we wound up in a chip against them.
Against Oak Lane? Or
Against
Simon?
West Oak Lane. And it's crazy. They didn't have feets at the time. They had foots. And I almost got her to fight with foots. But it was the weirdest shit because it
Big
was
boy
like
who played
tall young boy.
Yeah.
Feets was the one that was on the older team.
No,
that
Feets was the one who got busy.
Yeah, Feets was that.
Foots
That's
was
the
the
homie
big
too.
boy. Yeah.
But Foots, yeah.
All
So
of
it
them,
was
big
like I got to fight with him on the baseline. It's like this is the weirdest shit ever because we've never cheered for each other, and now we back to where we started in Jersey. We could have did this at Philly.
In Philly, yeah.
Like
yeah,
we
yeah.
fighting for a championship, we could have did it at Joy right.
Yeah. But to go to another state or another court
And we wound up at
and
the top.
wind up playing
It's
each other, that
crazy.
show you how good both programs were, coaching and everything.
He's good.
Listen,
He's good. Now we're gonna wrap
Check it
this,
out.
but I want to tell you, I'm excited about everything that you got going on and everything that you're building
Appreciate
on.
it.
Whenever you need me, I'll pull up. I don't never mind talking as long as you let me know the boundaries and if I can do whatever, I conform. I'm good at it.
We got the same boundaries as I got right here.
All right, then we good.
Talk
But,
with integrity and talk with your chest.
No, then that's what we gonna do. But once again, plug how everybody can keep up with what you got going on, and we gonna end this and have a conversation about progression in a minute. I'm just gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna break down the 5th wall. We about to build, and that's what y'all
Stay
should
tuned.
do.
Stay tuned.
That's what y'all should do. So go ahead.
So shout out to my man for having me on this podcast
Oh,
and getting
man,
a
shout
great
out to you, man.
platform. I appreciate you and how y'all running this thing over here. Listen, I learned so much from that first time, and I got a lot of questions for y'all after this. So get ready. I got, I got about, But anywho, shout
And
out.
if y'all got questions, we got hourly rates.
And listen, get with them though, because they really know what they doing. That's why I'm here, obviously, to be here on the podcast, but I'm also here to,
Gain
be inquisitive. I'm trying to learn a lot because I'm looking forward to moving forward real quickly in this business, man. I'm learning from a lot of good shows and these good people here. But anywho, I'm on Looking Forward every Tuesday. Every other Tuesday we're live. This Tuesday, the what is it, a week from yesterday, the 3rd, so the 10th.
Yep.
We will be live on Looking Forward. You can catch us on Roku, Apple TV. We on Xfinity, Fios, a lot of platforms.
Fire.
If you go to my page on Instagram, you can find all that. I also have a show that I'm doing. It's going to be called Everyday Dads. Again, a show coming in January. Everyday Dads. If you want to be a guest on the show, I'm taking bookings now, and I'm trying to book anywhere from the 10th to the 23rd because I'm trying to put clips and shows out in January.
Fire.
So I'm on Facebook as Kasid Bland, Kasid Bland, Bland. On Facebook. On Instagram, I have 2 Instagram pages, KB 12th Street, and I have Kasid B or Kasid 5, one of them. But you go on there, you'll find me. And if you want to be on the show, you can come, DM me. You can write on the page, contact me. My number is on some of them if you need to get in contact with me. But Looking Forward every Tuesday, every other Tuesday, including this Tuesday coming, we will be live starting in January. I have a show called Everyday Dads, just to us as men to build and progress to be better men and to teach the young kids that's coming up after us, whether it's your son, your nephew, your daughter, your niece, just a kid down the block who just needs some help, and you are able to provide that. That's what my show is dedicated and predicated to. So if you want to be on, come join me. I got a lot to talk about. I'm pretty sure you got a lot to get off your chest also. And I'm looking forward to being a better person and better shows in 2025.
I heard that, man. Let me do this first of all.
Appreciate it.
And like I said, man, I wish you all the best. You're going to be
guy.
great. You already
Appreciate
got
you.
it. You just got to do it. And y'all look out for it, man. You know I am. If I said it, then it is what it is.
Sippin', I'm 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 sippin'.
This is Sippin' with Sammie. I am Mr. Flash, it only the one and only Sippin' with Sammie. Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammie, you ain't sippin' right. Please get your fucking life together.
Damn, Sammy, you done fucked up.
Thanks, Sammy. Fucking yuppie transplants.
Oh, shit.
Move the fuck out. Get out of our fucking city. You ain't even fucking born here. Tired of you motherfuckers.
Do you wanna ride with Sammie? Come on and slide with Sammie. You gon' get high with Sammie. Come get fly with Sammie. Do you wanna ride with Sammie? Come on and slide with Sammie. You gon' get high with Sammie. Come on, get fly with Sammie. Do you wanna ride with Sammie? You might as well slide with Sammie. You gon' get high with Sammie. Come on, get fly with Sammie. From the titty, let me introduce myself. I am Sippin' with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammie, what the fuck is you doing with your life? Hop down in the blizzard, bitches.